haven't seen you guys in a bit. I've missed you. So I wanted to pop on, say hello, talk to you guys, see how you're all feeling, see how everybody's doing. Um, Energies are weird. I know I say that a lot, but there's things going on that are just kind of a little weird right now, right? Um, so hopefully you guys can find me. I know I didn't say that I was coming on tonight, but I kind of wanted to do the new moon like ritual and stuff a little early. So, hello, my love. So that you guys would have it and be ready, like, for that, because there's just so much going on right now. St. Patrick's Day tomorrow. Thought maybe some of y'all might be busy with that. So, I'm an Irish girl. I'm a very Irish girl, so respect. But yeah, I figured we'll do our new moon reading. Hey, and we'll do our ritual. That way you guys will have it. You can do it whatever you want. The energies are already here. For the new moon. So you also have several days after it ends to take advantage too. So if you can't do it tonight, it's cool. For this ritual, if you want to get ahead and be ready, you will just need a glass of water, and it has to be a glass with just a tiny bit of water in it. You don't need a whole bunch. Rituals are cool. And a piece of paper and a pen, which we'll always need for every ritual we do pretty much that's related to the new moon, because during the new moon we draw in, right? So it's intention setting time. And this new moon, we actually have a lot of other things kind of supporting us, which is cool. Like supporting us in getting our intentions to manifest, like in our 3D reality. One of them being, so the same day as the new moon, which is the 18th technically, we have Venus squaring Jupiter, and we have the sun conjuncting Uranus. So, or is it a sextile? I'm trying to read my notes from here. Um, yeah, it's a sextile. So the sun sextile Uranus. Uranus is like radical change, right? Like quick, fast. Like Uranus comes in and is like, whole life's different magically. So you're kind of being supported in having like just crazy, amazing, like miracle type sort of intention setting things like coming to fruition, right? Your manifestations are being empowered by a lot of other astrological energy, which is fantastic. And Venus square Jupiter, Venus is the planet that rules like love and finances. Jupiter is good luck, growth, expansion, good fortune. So pretty good energies kind of coming in with them too on the same day as this new moon. So we'll have a lot of support. So important time to set intentions and really be yes. All the intention setting, vision boarding, manifestation bullshit is fantastic. But if it doesn't ever actually come to fruition, then what the hell was the point, right? Hey, how are you? I missed you guys a bunch. Missed you guys a lot. Um, okay, I made some notes that I want to make sure that I cover with you guys. So this new moon is going to close out the eclipse cycle. Okay. That started, the earlier this year. So we're fully closing out that eclipse cycle, which means the changes that were being put into place at that time are going to fully like finish now. So whatever they're going to turn out to be, right? They're going to be. And so you should start to see a lot of new beginnings coming in here. There's a lot of awakening energy here. A lot of you may be having a lot of dreams, like really strong dreams, much stronger than usual, or having like psychic visions in your dreams, or even daydreaming or whatever. A lot of really strong intuition here. Um, it's also a very healing energy. So there should be a lot of healing going on for everybody too. Unfortunately, that does probably mean that you have a lot of emotions coming up. It's Pisces season. It's a water sign. It's always going to be about feels. So unfortunately, you know, in order to release them, you got to feel them. You got to know they're there. So you may have them coming up, but don't worry. This is kind of the relief coming in. So you've had weird dreams, right? Like I've had a lot of like my clients and students and stuff saying, even just friends, like, what's up with all these crazy ass dreams I'm having? It's Pisces season, right? Ruled by Neptune, which is all about dreams and makes everything kind of seem dreamy, right? There's a lot of illusion around their energy. Um, so, and I told you guys about the sextiles and all going on, so that really supports us. Um, It also is supporting our willingness, though, to like go about it, right? To go out and make our dreams reality, because like we can do all the manifestation stuff and whatever and raise our vibration to meet what we want to, draw in. But we still have to take inspired action, right? So it gives us like the willingness to go forward with the changes. Wow, people trying to give you things? Gifts from the universe. I don't know. You know what I heard in my head as I was reading that comment, Crystal? I heard offerings. They're making you offerings. You're doing a lot of work on the astral or in a different dimension while you're dreaming. Like I do too. When I go to sleep, which is not very often, that's actually me going to work, right? While my 3D body is quote unquote sleeping, I'm on, the other side doing work with my guides and everything. Yeah, but I think that's probably a pretty good idea. Yeah, I can't say I blame you for that. Probably a smart idea. Um, so who's going to be the most affected by this? If you have any planets placements in the late degrees of, yeah, me too. Today, in fact, in the late degrees of Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, or Pisces. Okay, if you have any of those placements, late degrees, then you will be affected more by this new moon. If you have any major planetary placements in the very early degrees of Aries, Cancer, Libra, or Capricorn, which are cardinal. So the mutables, the cardinals. You will also feel this a little bit more intensely. Okay, so check your birth charts, see where you're at. And of course, you can always see where Pisces falls in your chart too, because it's a Pisces new moon, right? So yeah, new moon, same day as the sun sextiling Uranus, same day as Venus squaring Jupiter. This month is the month of aspects. There's a shit ton in March. And my theory on that is because this is like what I'm calling our bridge month. There are three major like flashpoints, right, in 2026. And those are February, April, and July. Cool. Capricorn is my moon. Um, so February, April, and July are the 3 months where we're gonna see real crazy shit. Okay. I mean, this is a year of crazy shit, but we're gonna see real crazy shit. Um, and March being between February and April, obviously, is like kind of this weird bridge month. So, yes, it's weird. March to me is always weird. Like, even weather wise, what do they say? Like it comes in like a something or in like a lamb out like a lion or something like that. Like, the weather can be nuts. We had a 60-degree temperature swing here. Like, what the hell is that? In a day. In a day. Like, I was in Florida. I wasn't here. But my friends are all out riding their e-bikes and stuff all around Asbury and t-shirts, and it was 80 degrees. And then the next day it was snowing. My flight got canceled. Like lion out. Yeah, there you go. Is it in like a lion out like a lamb? Thank you. Thank you. But March is always just unpredictable. Today we were supposed to get all these horrific storms and we were all under tornado warnings out here. And then at like maybe an hour or something before they were going to end, the warnings were going to expire or whatever, there was another like weather statement that came out like, oh, never mind. Like, nothing's going to happen. You guys are going to be fine. I'm like, okay. So weird. Um, yeah, trying to make it snow, right? And then that huge blizzard just happened. What, like the Great Lakes states, I think, a couple days ago. Anyway, it's been wild. March is wild. It's just wild energies. But this year, it's like this kind of bridge. So there's so many aspects that are happening in March, in my theory, because it's preparing us for the next flashpoint, which is April, where we're really going to see some shit. Because remember, it's that we're going to go from a water season to a fire season. We're going into Aries, and Aries is also New Year. It's the beginning of the astrological wheel, right? The first sign of the zodiac. It's the baby. Is it like a monsoon right now by you? It ain't doing much here, but we did have like torrential downpours going on not too long ago. Of course, I was out grocery shopping, so why wouldn't it, you know? Oh, cool. I love that. Love that. Yeah. I spent a lot of time studying with the native shamans. Cool peeps. Good peeps. I actually got this in Arizona on a reservation when I was recently out there. Isn't that pretty? Look how sparkly. blue goldstone or sunstone sometimes too. Some people call it one, people call it the other, but I think it's so pretty. I love it. Love it. Looks like stars in the night sky to me. But anyway, let me try to focus. Y'all know that's not really my strong suit. New beginnings. Okay, lots of visions, imagination, and compassion. Those are kind of the themes I want you to be with during this new moon. Um, yeah, it's crazy that it's just crazy how the weather's been. Yeah, those are the themes I want you to embrace right now for March. And then we've also got equinox coming up. So the 21st, spring equinox. So we'll do a separate thing for that. And on the 20th, we will move into Aries season, a fire sign, right? Also the very first in the zodiac. So it's our new year, right? Astrological new year. And Aries is very action oriented. Aries just wants to go, right? They're not going to talk about it. They're not going to plan it all out forever, or just dream about it. Aries goes for it, makes it happen. So that fiery energy coupled with like Neptune, Saturn still, conjuncting, they're starting to pull apart, but still conjuncting at 0 degrees Aries. We have almost every single planet in just 2 signs, which is effing crazy. And they're fire and water. So, like, it's weird. It's weird. Pretty much everything is in Pisces or Aries right now, except for Pluto, which is still in Aquarius, and Uranus, which is still in Taurus, and Jupiter is in Cancer. But we have the sun in Pisces on the new moon. The moon will also be in Pisces. Mars is in Aries, Saturn is in Aries, Neptune is in Aries, Venus in Aries. So a lot of Aries. If you are a Libra, which my sun is Leo, but I'm a Libra rising, Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto. And so I very much consider myself a Libra. If you are a Libra, Aries is your opposite. Okay, that's on the wheel, right? The zodiac wheel. Aries is your opposite, your sort of mirror. So there could be some weird ebbs and flows for you. So just kind of be aware of that for the rest of March and until Aries season ends mid-April. All right. And I know I mentioned that this new moon is already going to be affecting you because you're one of the lucky signs that's going to be hit by this a little bit harder. Okay, so I think I'm done with all that. Any questions? Anybody have any questions about like astrological shit and all that? Like, I feel like I don't always cover everything because I don't know what y'all know and what you want to know. So let me know if you have questions about anything like that, or you want more details about astrology or anything else. Let me know, please. It would make me very happy. So think about your intentions. Think about what we're going to manifest here. It's very much going to be a new beginnings, planting the seeds. It's springtime. It's time to plant energy, and it's being supported by a lot of other things. Oh, that was interesting. I just heard a little message. Hold on. Something about like your spirit, the legacy of your spirit lives in everything that you breathe life into. I mean, we are creating our own reality every day, right? Like, that's what we do. Whether we like it or not, every word that we speak is a spell, creating our reality. Every thought we have is creating our reality. All right. Well, that's cool. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I'm thinking I really want to do more classes. I miss teaching. I really do. I think teaching's kind of the best of me, and I'm feeling like I'm not taking enough advantage of helping people when I know that there in certain ways there are things that I can do to help people, if that makes sense. So I'm not feeling great about that. I want to help however I can. So thinking of doing more classes. And that of course would include astrology and tarot. Ooh, I like that. I want to see one. I totally want to see one. For real. So your mantra for this new moon is I am the revolution. I am the revolution. Because we are. And who doesn't love a revolution? Y'all know I do. A whole bunch. Like a full, like private reading, full reading. They're 66 virtual. And they're as long as they are. Like I'm not a timed reading girl. What am I going to do? Tell an archangel to like shut up? I ran out of time. Don't tell me no more messages. I'm not doing that. Um, so they go until they go, and then I also give like kind of aftercare, homework, if you will, things that just support you in your spiritual journey, spiritual growth. Okay, my loves. What do you want to do first? The reading? Do you want to do a reading first? You want to talk about the ritual? What do y'all want to do? It's just us tonight. It's quiet. It's cozy. We can do what we want. So what do we want to do? I think I want a different tarot deck though, which is certainly possible because I have a 500,000. Shameful amount. I have a shameful amount of tarot. Hi, Mom. How big do I want it? Not big. I like I have one like this big-ish behind my bed. Like I like them like kind of smaller. And I'm paying you for it. Don't argue. Don't argue with me. I'm paying you for it. Okay, let me find the deck that I'm thinking of because for some reason I had a different deck out, but now I feel like I don't want to use it. I don't know why. Maybe like once all your energies got here, maybe I'm like, no, that is not the deck we want. These are not the droids you're looking for. Star Wars. Okay, I think I want this one. We haven't used this on the channel in a long time, and I love this deck. This is Light Seer Tarot. So I think I'm going to use that. But first, let's get an idea of what the general energies are like right now. I've been wanting to do all signs readings, but every time I say that I'm going to do one, something happens and Spirit's like, no, you're not doing that. So I haven't been announcing that I'm going to do one, but I might try to do it again tonight. I don't know why, like they haven't been working out, you know? I know I've missed everybody so much. I'm good. Thank you. I hope you're well too. Just this weird transition. I'm like living in two places and how many tarot decks do I have? Oh, cars. I only have one car now. I used to have two, but I sold Porsche. I had to pay for college for the kid. So just my Audi. All right, let's see where the collective's at. Nah, man, we're some magical peeps around here. We got the new moon card. First one out. The new moon showing up for us, number 45. And we have good fortune, number 13, my favorite number. Check it, check it out. I love it. New moon and good fortune. I feel like there's another one. Hold on. Anything else for the collective? Anything else for the collective? It's a what card? Oh, I get it. Took me a minute, sorry. Any other messages for the collective, please? Relief. Relief coming in. Numbers, and this is number 12. So we've got progression. All right. So if you've been going through a little bit of a rough time this Pisces season, which we probably all could to some degree. I'm moving this, say that because I want to be able to read your comments. Oh, oh, no way. No worries. Yep. You should totally be in Southwest Florida. But I don't want everybody moving there because then it'll just suck. Which one comes out every reading? Which one? Good fortune? Let's see. For the collective, I think we're going to do a full Celtic cross. Good fortune. That's a good thing, right? If we're in a good fortune energy and that's what's supporting us, we'll take it, right? Oh, man, you're the best. You really are. You're the best. And I'm going to show off all my stuff to everybody and tag you in it. All right. Let's see what we're doing. So how has everybody been feeling? Are these energies making you feel a little funky, a little weird? Anybody like being affected by like the kind of just astrological aspects and influences going on right now? I know a lot of you said you were having this strong dreams thing. Yeah, she probably is, man. Oh, okay. I get it. I get it. I don't want to do anything that would make you uncomfortable, of course. All right, my loves. Let's see where we're at. Knight of Pentacles, bottom of the deck. We'll take it. Building long-term security for us, paving a way, a path for us. What is the current situation for the collective, please? Oh, okay. I just very specifically and loudly and clearly heard not to shuffle the deck that way. Fine. Okay. We'll do it the other way. All right. Current energy, King of Cups, Pisces season. Fitting. Challenge, the Fool, new beginnings. What is supporting you don't see? Two of Wands. Supporting you that you do know of and see is the Eight of Pentacles. Recent past is the Knight of Cups. Okay, is this turning into a love reading? The Devil, the Hermit, the Magician, all three major arcana cards. They're all major arcana in the possible outcome. My goodness. All right, so here's what I'm getting. I feel like you've kind of been in an energy of making decisions, making choices, or reviewing options might actually be the better way to describe it. Reviewing options. Because it's like you feel that this change is coming. Oh, wow. You know that big changes are coming. You're trying to prepare yourself for them and like be open to all the possibilities and all the things right now, you know. Um, but at the same time, there can almost be a sense of overwhelm or like fogginess. Like it's very difficult to make a decision right now or to zero in on the best choices for you at the moment, things like that. You know what I mean? And there is a lot of foggy energy around Pisces season because of that Neptune influence. You know, modern ruler is Neptune, and it does create a lot of illusion. So there is a fogginess. We are also in a very strong Mercury retrograde that will end on the 20th, but we'll still have the shadow period for like another 10 days. Um, oh, Highland Cow, I love that. They're so cute. So you may be overwhelmed by the options or having a hard time settling on which way you want to go or what you want to do, but you are like focusing on reviewing that. If that's resonating for you, let me know in the comments. But you're doing the right thing. You're doing the right thing. You're doing well. Like you've been kind of planting the seeds here and already laying foundations and things um, that you want to manifest in your life, and you're going to. You're working really hard at something. And I almost want to say it's like self mastery. You know, like you could just be super busy at work or busy working on a side project or creating a business or something. Um, yeah, this is a really wicked retrograde. Um, but you're working really hard on mastering something. And for a lot of you, I really think it is self, which is amazing. Like this is the time to do that, right? Like Pisces season is about healing. Even all the time that Jupiter's been spending in Cancer, which is very nurturing, healing energy. Um, you're focused on the right things. That's what I want to say. So your current energy being King of Cups, that's about emotional maturity. You know, like you've done a lot of work to find that, you know, to figure yourself out and look at your reactions to things, look at your shadows, your shadow behaviors. Um, and you're ready to sort of be in a more in a like anchored in a state, I want to say, like a place that you're not just going to weave in and out of. This is kind of going to be your baseline. This energy of the King of Cups, which is much more compassionate and, like I said, emotionally mature, but also open to more ideas of being loving and allowing love into you, you know, giving and receiving love. But recent past, this is what made me say, is this going to turn into a love reading? We have the Knight of Cups, which is the romantic, you know, flies in on his pretty little white horse with his flowers in his hand and is like, hey, baby, and gives you a love offer, right? Like Prince Charming or some shit. So that's your recent past. Or this doesn't have to be a person. This could just be an offer to do something that you truly love or have always wanted to do. But I don't know. It's going to take it as it resonates for you. It's different for everybody. What is supporting you you don't see is the Two of Wands. So there is something that's helping you make these decisions, right? Something, someone, some outside influences. Maybe it's your spirit team. Maybe you're following some like spiritual leaders online or something that are helping you, doing some kind of work. But you have support in choosing your path here. For a lot of y'all, I feel like it's moving. Like I'm not the only one doing a big move this year. Some of y'all are like figuring that path out. Others are like traveling, adventuring somewhere new, ready to explore a new place, even if it's just for a vacation, for a trip. But that energy is all supporting you right now. So why are you being challenged by the Fool? Right? The Fool is step zero. That's how new it is. It's your brand new beginning, right? Like it's exciting. Usually, it's exciting energy to step into. Um, it's just a fresh start, a whole new life. So let's find out why that's challenging you. Why is the Fool here? I'm feeling devil card energy, like something's holding you back. Could be fear, indecision. It could be self-limiting beliefs, not believing that you can take this new step or that you'll do well in it or something, or maybe some feelings like I don't deserve that, which is a lie. But if that's what it is, we need to know, right? Because we can't heal it if we can't identify it. Okay. Yeah, they call that a Monet too, right? Beautiful from far away, but when you get close up, it's all messed up. Yeah, I have an art history minor because I love art and I can't draw a straight line with a ruler. But if I could be anything on this earth, it would probably be an artist. Why is the Fool here for the collective in the challenge position? Why is the Fool challenging them? All right, we got a lot of answers. So let's see. Oh, there's a tower at the bottom. Yeah, somebody's afraid of change. Somebody's afraid of the new beginning. Someone's afraid of change more than someone, right? This is collective. Page of Pentacles, Three of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, the Emperor, Aries is showing up. Two of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, which is the perfect soulmate to the King, which is your current energy, and the Eight of Cups. Okay, let's see. It's a lot of messages. That's a lot of messages. The Emperor is very powerful, right? The Emperor doesn't rule a kingdom, he rules an empire. He's all four kings combined. Aries energy, very action oriented, right? Very fiery, very successful, entrepreneur vibes, right? So there could be a fear of stepping into this power that you possess, but it almost creates like a fear of failure, right? Um, or it could be an authority figure, like a masculine authority figure that is holding you back in some way. Um, Knight of Pentacles is very slow, right? Slowest moving knight in the deck, but the most reliable. He builds stability and security for you over time, and it takes a while, but it's stability and security that lasts a really long time, right? Sometimes for the rest of your life. So maybe it's timing, maybe it's things have been moving really slowly, and it's caused you to kind of lose confidence that the change is actually coming for you. Three of Cups is a celebratory card. This is like your soul tribe. So for some of y'all, what could be holding you back from the new beginning is you're having a hard time leaving people behind, right? Because it's not necessarily that there's anything bad. Eight of Cups does not mean you're walking away from something bad. It means you're walking away from eight good cups because you want 10 great cups. You know you can have it all. So there's nothing necessarily wrong. It's just that they're not 10. So you're choosing to walk away. You know that you can get to 10, which is the highest you can get. Um, Page of Pentacles is about sort of new information, studying something new, learning something new, and that attributes to your long-term security as well, right? It's all earth sign energy. So we're talking about earthly 3D material things like money, financial abundance, 3D like possessions, a house, whatever. But you're gaining some new information that attributes to your long-term success. So maybe the Fool hasn't, is challenging you because you're not done like with this school program you're taking or this new certification or whatever it is, right? To help you get a better job, whatever. Two of Pentacles is chaos. So if this is the energy you feel like you might be in, like you're juggling things or things feel very chaotic around you, um, this is very much a time of balance. We need balance right now because everything is either in a fire sign or a water sign, and they are polar opposites. But if they're evenly aligned, that creates a balance, right? Um, Sorry, they're talking to me. Well, they're not talking, they're showing me something. Okay, all right. It's related to the ritual, but we're cool. I'll get there. So if you're feeling like this, my first question I want to ask you is, how attached are you to doom scrolling? Are you watching all the news? Are you up, like, listening to all the stories and sinking too much into what's going on out there? Which I'm not telling you to be uninformed, but I am telling you that you need to detach. It's the very first rule I have when someone starts to work with me. The very first thing they have to do is give up the news. You all know that. But I know it's everywhere. I don't have access to it, but just scrolling, online or something like that, things pop up. You hear things from other people, whatever. So it's not like I don't have any idea how effed up the world is right now. I sure do. And I wouldn't need media to tell me that, right? Because I feel it. Um, but if you are very like involved in doom scrolling or really wrapped up in the chaos that's going on the earth, please detach from that. I hope so, please. Um, yes, I agree. You all know how I am about my peace. Nothing is worth losing my peace over. I worked too hard for it. So I'm not going to participate in anything that's going to steal my peace. I am a walk awayer. Okay. I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to, get into debate, like anything like that. Like I'm out of here. Nothing steals my peace. And then here's our Queen of Cups, right? Beautiful Queen of Cups, beautiful energy to be in right now, especially during Pisces season. Um, the Queen of Cups is very nurturing, very healing, very compassionate. Um, Sending out prayers and protection, great idea. Yeah, we don't have to know the specifics of all the chaos going on to do our job as light workers and star seeds and just raise the vibration, right? I didn't post my prediction video. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but this year there is no big prediction video like I always do, for a reason, because I didn't want to be something that was contributing to the fear mongering, like energy. There's enough of that going on everywhere, especially in the media and stuff like that. Um, and because I don't believe that we necessarily have a whole lot to fear, we're going to be okay as long as we can be adaptable. We just have to get really comfortable with change and be flexible. Um, None of what you hear is the truth. I completely agree. Um, everything that we have heard on the news and everywhere else for a very long time now has been done like under the guise of an agenda, right? To keep you confused or controlled in some way, um, and to keep you distracted from what's really going on and to pin us against one another. Because, like I always say, collectively, we are so powerful, and that's a massive threat to those that are in power, because they could never be as powerful as all 9 billion of us, right, combined. Oh, we're gonna miss you a bunch. I'll post it so you can see it. We love you. Um, the Queen of Cups is also about intuition. So this is really about tuning into yourself, connecting to your higher self, trusting your intuition, having those strong prophetic dreams. Everybody needs to keep a notebook next to their bed and a pen so that you can write down things that you remember the minute you wake up. Hey, what's going on? What up? Um, because you are getting so many messages in your dreams right now, and intuition is very strong this season. And I'd rather you follow that and be true to that than any other bullshit that you hear from the media or see on TikTok or anywhere else. Okay, can't blame you. Do what you got to do, my love. Um, so Queen of Cups is very much in tune with intuition. All right. Yeah, I hear you. There's, part of my predictions, which I know I didn't publicly post. They're out there a little bit here and there, and they're written down and they're dated and whatever. And some people have copies of them so that they could back me up should the time come that I need that. But um, there's like news that will come out about COVID this year. Like a lot of old like shit is gonna be brought back up. I had visions about Jean Benet Ramsey, which that case is, old, and Madeline McCann, who's the English girl that went missing in Portugal. Um, and a lot of water. All right, this is like a water year. Like this war is very much going to center around water, like submarines and underwater shit. And um, I kept seeing these like cables being cut that are underwater that I guess provide like our like internet service and stuff like that. Blacking us out, or causing a lot of outages with, I've been telling y'all for a long time that we would see things failing, like apps don't work, or like when YouTube was out that day, huge power outages, like countrywide power outages in all over the world, not just here. And like banking's like systems failing, all that stuff, like still, still coming, still very much believe all of that. Um, is going to happen. So like a lot of water images were in my predictions. And I can't even remember why I started telling you guys this, but um, what else did I want to say? Or will they let me say? The only thing that I want to tell you guys, yeah, yes, I call it my spidey senses. The only thing I want to tell you guys is, because I don't want to be a fearmonger and I don't want you to be scared, we're going to be fine. That there may be a time for about 2 months where we are going to have to be pretty self-reliant. And I mean that in the most like extreme ways, like living back like it was back in, the 1500s where you grew your own food. You did not have electricity and like water didn't just come out of your sink like magic. Um, I do believe that that is a possibility. And I haven't talked about it a lot because I don't want to scare you. We're going to be fine. But I I think that we will have a prolonged period of time where we don't have things like electricity and even running water in our homes. And I also think that the food supply could be pretty threatened this year. So knowing how to grow your own food or having a stock of water and things that don't go bad, okay, is a really good idea right now. Um, if you have some property and you don't live in like a condo, and you can grow some things, grow some things. It's springtime, it's the time to plant, so do it. I don't want you to be scared. It's fine. We're gonna be fine. And it's all has to happen, right? To bring us into 5D consciousness and to get rid of the shit that has to go. But just be prepared. Back everything up. You need to like have some documentation of how much money you've got in your accounts. Like if you've got a big old 401k, IRA, savings account, whatever, like every day you need to have like an updated printout or screenshot or some way to prove what you had in that account in case whomever you have it invested with can no longer access what you had because you might have to prove it and fight for it. But on the other end of that, if that gets wiped out, they also won't have any proof or documentation of our debts and how much we still owe on, say, our car payment. Reset. And the last piece of advice I'm going to give you before we finish this reading is buy fucking gold and silver. If you have a way to go buy gold and silver, go fucking buy all you can. Your money will be worthless. Bitcoin will be worthless. But gold and silver will be the difference. You got lots of gold, you'll have lots of the perks and power and ability when all this shit goes down. It's a little Mad Maxy. I'm not going to lie. That's why I haven't talked about it much. But here we are. All right, let's get away from that. Okay. So these are the reasons, right? The Fool. The Fool is your challenge. All the things that we just kind of laid out. The Queen of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, the Chaos energy, timing. Those are the things that are challenging you from getting to your new beginning. I want you to clear all that out before this new moon, right? We're closing out an eclipse cycle. It's a new moon, which is when we, draw in anyway. And I want you to draw in. I want your dreams to come true. So whatever is holding you back from being able to fully embrace change and a brand new beginning, especially if it's fear, fear's bullshit. Don't ever let fear be the reason that you don't still progress. All right. Fear is not a tangible thing. It's not a reality. It's an illusion. And it's usually a lie. So I don't want any of that to hold you back. This is the time for you to really embrace the fact that you are actually creating your new reality and jumping to a new timeline. All right? All right. So your potential outcome here is a little weird, and we're going to clarify it. We have the Magician. Couldn't ask for anything better. If we could be in any energy in the world, would we not want to be in the energy where we know for sure everything that we just wave our hand at becomes what we want it to become? Right? The Magician is like the master of the secret, right? If y'all know what that is. And manifestation. They can create anything they want because they've mastered the elements. They know how. We also have the Hermit, which is Virgo energy. Um, and this is about finding your new path, right? You might spend a lot of time in self-reflection. You might spend a lot of time alone right now, but that's because you're figuring out what you even want your new path to be or look like, or who you truly are, to embrace your soul purpose. But the Hermit showing up is a guarantee that you're finding it. The Hermit comes with a lantern and illuminates the path for you. So you are finding it. But we also have the Devil, Capricorn energy. All right. The devil is something that possesses us, controls us, right? Some kind of energy that is holding us back or chaining us in some way. It's like something's trying to keep you stuck in the hermit energy. And it's like, so you can't access your magician. Does that make sense? I hear you. I hear you. Why is the devil here in the future for the collective? Why is it the devil? Can you clarify? Thank you. Two of Swords, King of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles fell out the moment I touched the deck before I even asked a question. A lot of Pentacles energy, a lot of Earth sign energy coming through. All right. This is unable to make a decision because I can't see where the path goes. She's blindfolded, right? And so that's fear. That's a fear, the fear of the unknown. You're not going to always be able to see where the path leads or what the end result is. Not a good enough excuse to not do it anyway. Do it anyway. All right. You can't let fear hold you back. Who cares if you can't see? Just make a choice and take it and stay dedicated to it. All right. Um, Ace of Pentacles, this is planting seeds, right? It's like with a gift that the universe gave you. It's like they gave you a giant pentacle seed. Pentacles are money. And we're like, here you go. This is a gift from us. Plant it. Right. And that's going to be at the start of your new beginning. And when it's ready to be harvested later in the year, you're going to be set. Right. You're going to have all this financial security. So there's some fear here of lack. Like, I'm afraid to embrace my power and all that I am, my magician, my ability to manifest my reality, because I'm afraid to leave behind whatever stability I may have, or I'm afraid of being rejected or failing or being left out in the cold. It's a lack energy. All right. Um, the King of Wands, I love. I love the King of Wands energy. And this deck, it is a Leo energy. Um, And it's like the King of Wands is like a boss entrepreneur that followed their passion. They create from passion and heart, right? I love that. And like, yes, we need coherence, meaning and a sort of balance between our head and our heart. So we're not always making decisions purely from the heart without thinking, and we're not always making decisions from a logical place without feeling. We do want balance there. But this is really a time to be very in your heart center and being moved from the heart. All right. I hear you. I hear you. It's so your question is, why do I have this sort of lack of inspiration? Right? Like, why don't I feel motivated or inspired? Why am I just staying where I am? And if you feel stuck, you should right now. We pretty much all do. And it's the energy that's happening around us for a reason. But again, we're about to enter Aries season. There ain't no being stuck in Aries season. All right. Aries is action oriented. It's time to go. And we got the Emperor here. The Emperor already showed up for you, and another fire sign supporting it. Um, for some of y'all, I'm still getting this feeling like there's a male, like authoritative figure in your life holding you back. If that if that is true and that resonates for someone, please release that and free yourself. I mean, I've never gotten such a detailed, specific message like this that probably could be for one person, like, you know, um, but please release that. And for the rest of y'all, if it's fear, if it's a fear of lack, if it's a fear of failure, we don't give fear energy. We know better, right? Fear's bullshit. Bottom of the deck, Judgment. You're literally meant for a new cycle. This is supposed to happen. You're supposed to find your High Priestess, right? The most powerful feminine architecture, divine female archetype in all of tarot. Seven of Swords is a lie. This is a lie. This is a deception. This is a mystery and untruth. It's like I said, you're cutting through the illusion. There could be that. There could definitely be that. Right? You're cutting through illusion and then you're finally free. How good does that look like it feels? Nine of Cups, all your cups are full. There's nothing that feels better than this. Right? All your cups are full. You're free. You've achieved everything you could have ever wanted in life. You've done it. It's time. Judgment. Stop believing the lies, the illusions, but you're going to have the clarity. As soon as we get through Pisces season on the 20th and Mercury goes direct, this foggy feeling is going to go away. It's going to go away fast. Eight of Wands is very fast moving energy. So the shit's going to come in hot. It's going to happen really quick. So be ready and free yourself from whatever these ties are that are, keeping you chained up. All right. Show me the collective's energy and influence here. What's the collective's energy here in this situation? Three of Pentacles, Three of Swords, we've got double threes. Judgment fell out fully, by the way. Um, okay, so this is collaboration. This is working with other people, coworker vibes, things like that, community support. This is absolute heartbreak, disappointment, worst thing ever. So some of y'all are in this energy where you've just been very disappointed or had your heart broken in some situation. It could be romantic. It could be a fallout with a family member. It could be being fired from a job, right? Something like that. Something really broke your heart and disappointed you. For others of you, your energy here is you're trying to find your community. You're trying to find your place here amongst the collective, right? What is the energy around them, the collective? What is the energy of the people and things around the collective? All right, for a lot of you, this seems like you've got a lot of support. Six of Wands is an absolute victory. Six of Wands is like being celebrated, being a star, right? Like she's on stage getting all the accolades. Like, yes, love me, all of you. But Six of Wands is a victory. It's an absolute win. Funny that you had two threes come out and then we hit a six, right? No such thing as coincidence. Knight of Swords, High Priestess, Two of Cups, Empress. Love seeing the Empress here right now. It's perfect timing for the Empress. So you've got very supportive energy around you, it seems, or maybe this place is your support. I hope it is. If this channel is supportive of you, that would make my day. That would make my life. And know that we are all supporting you, one another here. You got Knight of Swords, which is very fast moving information, communication, something new. You're learning, you're hearing something new. High Priestess, Two of Cups, and the Empress. This is crazy. Just putting it out there. Some of y'all are definitely in the energy of getting pregnant right now. If that's something you don't want to happen, you've been warned. If it's something you do want to happen, congratulations. This is a very good time for that to happen because that is some very powerful getting pregnant energy. Okay. For those of us who would absolutely not like to ever be pregnant, um, this is about you birthing your new life. Okay. This is you creating your reality. She's giving birth to the earth, your reality on earth. Two of Cups is a soulmate. Okay. So usually, yes, it is a romantic soulmate, like twin flame soulmate, whatever. This is usually romantic love, finding a partnership, but it doesn't have to be. This could be a soulmate of a different kind, like a best friend, a business partner, right? A collaborator of some kind. And again, the High Priestess, who can represent mystery, indeed, yes, can be, the unseen. The High Priestess can be a message of like mystery and unseen. But she's also the most psychically connected archetype in all of tarot. Her spirituality and spiritual growth is what she's decided to devote her entire life to. She's perfectly integrated her shadows and sits in between her light and her shadow side and is very balanced in that way. She's extremely psychic and intuitive, connected to source energy. And again, it's just given me follow your intuition vibes here, big time. I feel like there are outside influences and community and things like that that are truly supporting you in following this like rebirth era and creating your new reality. You're going to find your tribe. You're going to find your peeps. You're going to find your soulmate or your business partner, your perfect collaborator. Okay. Um, and it's going to happen fast. This Knight of Swords energy, and we had that Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck before. It's going to happen fast. Some of y'all are still stuck in this energy, anxiety, fear, worry, up all night, whatever. Um, if you are that you're sitting here because you're afraid of this, the tower moment, the tower's already happened. All right, you can stop worrying about it. It's like you've kind of stagnated yourself in a weird way by, hello, my love, I see you. You've kind of stagnated yourself in a way because you're so used to having the rug pulled out from under you. You're always waiting for the shoe to drop, as they have shoe to drop, as they say. I, I can't tell you how much I understand and identify with that energy. I promise. But this tower is behind you. It's already happened. Let it finish, let it fall, be the ashes, and then be the fucking phoenix and rise up from those flames and go create your new reality and be conscious of it. Know that you are doing it because you are. Okay. It doesn't mean you have to see immediate, like, you wave your fucking magic wand and, there's a whatever, your dream house and my Audi R8 sitting in front of me. But know that you are creating step by step, piece by piece, brick by brick, your actual reality. Okay. So that you are careful of the words that you say, because every word you speak is a spell that you're putting out in the universe that is creating a reality. Get in control of the thoughts that you think, get in control of your emotions, and don't let them control you. Again, it's like fear. Emotions are bullshit. They're not real, they're not tangible, right? It's an illusion of reality. Get in control of your emotions and stay in gratitude all the time for every little thing that you have. And I promise you will raise your vibration to be where you want to be. But you have to know what you want too. What are you creating? What are you drawing in? What do you want? Yeah? Are you cool? Don't be all not cool. All right. What is the advice and guidance for the collective for the new moon in Pisces, please? Advice and guidance. If you came in late, by the way, if you want to do the ritual with us, you will need a glass, not plastic. It must be a glass with just a little bit of water in it. You don't need much, and a pen and paper. Advice and guidance. The Chariot. Grow, expand, travel, explore, move to paradise. Like Dani. Chariot is Cancer energy. It's about literal movement forward. All right. So move forward on your spiritual journey, move forward in terms of expansion, go explore a new place you've never been, even if that's your own mind or your own heart. You know, travel, embrace forward motion. It's Aries season coming up. Ten of Swords, advice and guidance is Ten of Swords is a very strange card to get for advice and guidance, but Ten of Swords is an ending. It's an absolute ending. So for those that have been fighting, letting their tower fall, and I know you have because it showed up again, let it fall. Let the ending happen. Put it behind you. Okay. And don't repeat the story, right? Don't talk about that. Don't exclusively only ever talk about all these traumas and the things that happened to us and, have them on your mind and in your reality all the time. If you tell the universe you're a victim, it'll treat you like one. I'm not a victim. I'm not going to be a victim. I'm a survivor, not a victim. Let what needs to end end. I don't care if it hurts. I'm sorry. I don't. Like, get in control of your emotions. This is the time. We got to be above it, right? We're ascending above that now. Emotions don't control us. Fear doesn't control us. The opinions of other people sure as fuck don't control us. And neither does like a fear of failure or not having enough self-worth. We're so beyond that. We're more powerful than that. We're of a higher vibration than that. Yeah? Okay. Thank you, Mama. You too. All right, let's get some oracles. Let's bring in the witches. It's almost solstice. It's witchy time. For the collective, please. Best and highest messages. Give them advice, guidance. What do they need to hear? I did pull the angel number deck back out too. I know y'all loved it, and I put it away for a while, so I have it back. And I will give you all an angel number. And anyone that's here live, I will give you a personal one if you want. Spirit guides, travel. Crazy. Crazy. Career, I love you. Prosperity, friendship, soul tribe, soul tribe, soul tribe vibes. You want to hear something crazy? I had a weird experience last night. I love this deck. It's actually one of my favorite decks I've ever owned in my life. And I was like really tired. I had no sleep the night before. Like I was so tired. And I'm ready for bed, but I just had this feeling like spirit was calling me to the altar. I'm like, I need to read, I need to read, I need to read. And this deck like literally fell out, jumped out at me. And I pulled a few cards from it and I got the message. Like it was clear and it was very profound for me. I needed it. Every single one of these cards are the same cards that I got last night when that happened. If that's not a sign of how connected we are, I don't know what is. Cool. So cool. And you know what I did immediately after pulling those cards that are literally the exact same ones that y'all had? Um, I pulled from this deck. So now I'm going to do that. For the collective, best and highest messages. What do they need to hear? How can we support them? Remember to grab your glass with a little bit of water in it, a pen and paper if you want to do this ritual with me. Okay, we're going to do it in a minute. I know I've kept you here pretty long already. A pizza party could totally connect us more. We should do it. Um, I know y'all are from all over. So maybe I'll have to do one in Jersey before I move and then one in Florida or something. Oh my God, you guys, this is the same. No one's ever going to believe me, but this is the same card. Oh my God, that I got last night after I pulled from that green deck. This is the very first one I got, Forgotten Ghosts, number 24, Reunion. Okay, what's happening? Ooh, this is crazy. Okay. Um, for the collective, what messages do you have? What else did I get in this deck? I want to tell you now, so in case they fall out, you believe me. Dance. I definitely got the dance card. Um, shit, I don't remember. It's so hard when I'm channeling. Home, maybe? I think I got one about like home. The elements, number 12, back to basics. The elements, earth, air, fire, water, anyone? I did not get that one last night. Okay, I was getting real freaked out for a minute. The message I feel on that Forgotten Ghost card that says reunion is really about integrating all the different parts of ourselves, all the different experiences that our soul has had, right? In all the different ways it's incarnated either on earth or in other dimensions and other places. It's like you're gaining all of the memory and the power and the knowledge that your soul has ever learned throughout lifetimes of existence all over the universe and in different dimensions. That's the energy I got from that card. Just throwing that out there. You also have salt with boundaries, 41. I'm hearing salt as protection. You know, like I'm an old school witch. There is a salt perimeter all the way around this house and an extra thick black salt in front of the doors and the windows. For some of you, I'm feeling that like actually protecting your personal space, your home from outside energy. Okay, so I'd love for y'all to do a little salt protection line. Okay. Um, and 16, prying eyes. Someone has their eye on you. If anybody saw the reading I posted yesterday, um, it was about there being someone in your life who appears as a friend or family member, appears like they love you and have your best interests at heart. But when you take off, because y'all are about to take off, I promise you, um, when you take off and you have your glow up and you're ascending and you're doing great, they are either going to try to ride your coattails and like piggyback off of you, or they're going to be jealous and shit talking you behind your back and all the things. You're strong enough that it's not going to matter, whatever, it's fine. You'd rather know the truth and get rid of those people from your life to make room for true soul family, right? And supportive people. But energetically, anyone wishing ill on you or throwing those kind of daggers at your energy field, it can affect you. It can. So I that's why I'm doubling down on this protection vibe. Okay. Do some return to sender spells. Like, I make return to sender candles and spell kits and stuff, and I light them all the time. Put a mirror in the window of a front facing, window in your house so that any energy sent towards you just goes back where it came from, right? Bounces off of you, reflects back where it came from. And just protect yourself right now and cleanse your energy often. Okay. Jealousy is an ugly thing. Yeah, we need to bind her, and like, if you don't have a salt perimeter, but I'm sure you do. Get Cast the circle, raise your vibration. Hell yeah. All right. So it's giving me that community vibe still, right? Because they ain't alone casting circles. They got peeps. But it's also like standing in your power and whatever raises your vibe. Like for me, it's the water, right? I'm a fire sign sun who has a chart full of air sign energy. So, air fuels fire. I have no water in my chart to try to put any of that out, right? And I'm thirsty for the water all the time. I'm obsessed with water. All I ever want to do is be in the pool or the Gulf or whatever, like in a bathtub, a hot tub, whatever. I love water. We're in a water sign season. Um, Whatever raises your vibe, like the water raises mine, music raises my vibration, dancing raises my vibration. Whatever raises your vibe, I want you to be actively making that a priority right now, please. Your energy field, your auric field should be filling your whole friggin' town right now. All right. Maybe we'll do that as part of our ritual. I've just been inspired. Thanks, Spirit. Everybody say thank you. They gave me a good idea. It's going to benefit us all, especially y'all. Real quick, like I did yesterday in the reading, I'm gonna check in on this prying eyes thing. I want to make sure that y'all are safe. I do love a drum circle, no doubt, big time. I'm a percussionist, but Dad's drummer. What am I gonna say? Prying eyes. Why is prying eyes here? Who has their eye on the collective? Who's watching them? Who's watching the collective? Holy shit. Okay. Pretty sure this actually came out in the reading I posted yesterday about the same question, and so did this one, and so did this one. Oh my God. Okay, it's weird. We're on one. We're on one. And I can prove it because y'all can just go back and watch the reading I posted yesterday. The Acolyte. This was definitely one of the cards that came out when I asked who did not have your best interest at heart. And it says new projects are learning. The Poet, which is about relationships and vulnerability. The Muse, which is generosity, but also naivety in the what's the word I'm looking for? Shadow realm. Okay. Um, Interesting. The Forgotten, missed opportunities, a fear of failure. The Air, unseen potential or hesitation. And the Scholar, which is investigation or research. Someone's trying to take my throat chakra. Someone doesn't want the truth out. Whew. Okay. The Air gives me family vibes. So for some of y'all, this could be somebody in the family that feels like you moved on and forgot them, but maybe you forgot them because they no longer matched your vibration. They didn't belong in your circle anymore. Not that because you did something wrong. The Muse looks just like the Three of Cups to me, which already came out in your reading. It's about like a soul tribe, right? A friendship circle. I just heard. The acolyte makes me feel like it could be like a business partner or a coworker, someone you're working on a project with that maybe you can't fully trust. This is what I just heard. It's exactly how I heard it. Who is writing the narrative in your biography? I really wanted to say autobiography, but if you're not writing it, that wouldn't be accurate. But you should be. So, who are you allowing to write your reality, your story, your legacy? It's almost like they're steering your image or they're steering your thoughts, manipulating you in some way to think that this is your reality or this is who you are. If that's true, devil card, remember? You need to break free of that. Break free of that. No one tells you who you are. Okay? Even well-intentioned people, right? Like, your family may have always wanted you to be a doctor and they put that pressure on you your whole life. Like, you're going to be a doctor, right? Like, you're a doctor. You've got the skills, whatever, you're supposed to be a doctor. That becomes embedded in your cells, in your fucking DNA, and you take it on as an identity, even though it's not your soul's identity. It's someone else's idea of what your identity should be. Please look at that. Please look at that for yourself. We don't owe anybody shit except our true soul self, our higher self, right? We are not bound by anyone's ideas of who we are. We're not bound by anyone else's expectations of who we should be. You know, my mom, God bless her, I love my mom, has come to love and accept me as her wild, feral, tattooed daughter. But there was a time where my mom was fucking repulsed by my tattoos and this mouth and a lot of my other behaviors. Um, but I had to be me. I had to be me. And my mom understands that now, and embraces and loves me for who I am, this feral, tattooed, foul mouthed creature, and not the proper little Catholic school Irish girl she thought she was going to have. I ain't it. Okay. I'm not, I can't live by someone else's expectation of me. I can only be who I am. Authenticity is literally the most important trait on this earth to me. And kindness, maybe, but you know what I'm saying? I just want to be me. And I want to be around people who like me for being me, accept me for me, feel my authenticity and inspires them to be authentic too. Right? All right, I'm going to shut up. I feel like I just beat a dead horse. Who would like an angel number? Vibe with the feral tribe. Yo, I'm putting that on a t-shirt. I'm putting that on a sticker, like a mug. That shit's going on everything. A Stanley. I love that. Feral. All right, what's the collective's message? What is their angel number? You, I got you. If you want an angel number read for you, just let me know in the comments, okay? But I'm going to give us a collective one too. For the collective, please. What is the collective's message that they need to hear, angels? Got you, Sarah. What's the collective's message, please? 200. Good luck. Second time we got that tonight. Not so bad. You make your own fortune in life. You've been working hard. We've said that already tonight, yeah? Sometimes it's necessary to expect good things to come out of that, not just more hard work. Your angels want to send you that lucky break, that big opportunity or moment of respite, but you have to believe it's coming. Visualize what you want so badly, even if it's frightening, the fear coming up too, y'all, to admit what that is. Sit and ponder what life will look like when you get it. You know what I always tell you guys, right? You don't believe that miracles can happen for you, then they can't. All right, Oris, I think you were the first one to comment, so let's get your angel number. Best and highest messages. Thank you. That was fast. That flew right out. And you have 201 right after 200. Patterns. How you do one thing is how you do everything. Your angels ask that you take a closer look at your patterns of behavior and consider how they play a role in the bigger picture. What are the small things you do in your daily life that create bigger ripples in your world? Write down one way in which you feel dissatisfied with life and reflect on how that example may show up as a pattern in other places of your life. That came out, I think, in a collective reading that I just posted, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, Crystal, what is your angel number? For Crystal, please. Wow, you got the same one. Y'all just watched me shuffle that deck, yeah? Patterns. It's the same message I just read to Oris. How you do one thing is how you do everything. What are the small things you do in your daily life that create bigger ripples in your world? Write down one way in which you feel dissatisfied with life. Reflect on how that example may show up as a pattern in other places. Wild. I'm going to shuffle again. Okay. Before I pull yours, Sarah, so that y'all can see I'm clearly shuffling. I'll even Palo Santo the shit, whatever y'all want me to do. Um, let's see. For Sarah, please. Best and highest messages. Yeah, or can you imagine? If anybody else would like an angel number, just comment so that I know, okay? My God, you got my number, girl, the number that haunts me everywhere I go. 444. Protective magic. Your prayers are heard. You are being heard. Be assured that your angels are guiding you, surrounding you, and answering your prayers for protection. It may be a time of struggle, but you are being led into the light by divine forces. Take a moment now to thank your angels for their protective presence in your life. We have one more. 855. Love abundantly. Girl, the fours follow me everywhere. Donate your time. This is a call to action. Oh, I just heard Spirit say that this is a message for everyone. This is a call to action. The love you have in your heart can be shared with those around you. Yeah, we're all loving here. Where can you demonstrate love to someone who doesn't feel any? Your guides want you to donate some time today to a person or an organization that would benefit from the abundance of love that you have in your heart. Sign up for a local beach cleanup, reach out to an elderly neighbor, or offer to babysit for someone. Any loving action counts. I love it. I love it. I was away one time. I think I was in like Tampa or St. Petersburg, Florida, something like that, but I could be wrong. I'd rented a car and I was starving. I just got off the plane. I was hungry. It was like early in the morning. I need coffee and like, I don't know, like some egg and cheese on a croissant situation. So I've like searched for a place to get coffee or whatever, on the map and found my way there, GPSed my way there. And I got to the window, like I had already ordered. I got to the window, was like handing them my money, and the girl goes, "You're good, sweetheart. Someone paid for your breakfast this morning," or something like that. And I just remember being so blown away by that. Like, I'm not from around here. Like, what? Like, what? What do you mean? And I don't know. Nothing ever touched me so much. Like, maybe not nothing, but like, it was awesome and it raised my vibe and it made me smile so much. And I parked in front of Dali Museum. If you're on here, Patrick, I parked in front of the Dali Museum in my convertible rented Mustang. And I like ate my little croissant sandwich and drank my coffee and just sat there and was like so high vibed. And I think I filmed it. I think I made a little, quick video about what had happened and posted it. Um, to like try to spread the love and light a bit and like, do something for somebody today. But the smallest little thing like that is my point. That you're welcome, honey. Um, the littlest thing like can just have such a profound effect on someone's day and like existence. The smallest amount of effort from us could really help bring some love and some great gratitude or help somebody in some kind of way that raises their vibe. And when, we accept the fact that we're all connected and we're all one, raising the vibe is everything. Ooh, that's good. I like that. That's a good tip. Yeah, it was really amazing. Like the simplest thing, but it like just ignited me. I felt so amazing all day that somebody would be that kind. You know, people were not always kind to me in life at all until recently, until I found y'all, my soul tribe. But anyway, just putting it out there. Anybody else that wants an angel number, let me know. Otherwise, we're gonna go. Let's go into our ritual. Let's go into our new moon and Pisces ritual. Yeah. See, yeah, yeah. Uh, I was just blown away that somebody would be kind enough to even think to do that. It was awesome. All right. So if you have your glass and your water, your pen and paper, I'd like you to start by just writing down 3 intentions, right? 3 things that you are creating in your reality. Moonshine water time. Oh, you okay. So while y'all are writing down your intentions, I'm gonna pull a message for Patrick. Wow, that was easy. No fucking way. Hold on. I'm not gonna accept it. I'm not gonna accept it. I'm gonna shuffle them again. Because it's 201. It's the same card that Crystal and Oris both got. So hold on. I got to make sure that I'm really shuffled well here because it's just too crazy. In fact, let me put these 2 back in too. What the fuck, y'all? For Patrick, please. Best and highest messages. What is the angel number supporting Patrick right now? So crazy. My God, it just ended up at the top of the deck. You just saw me freaking shuffle this, you guys, but I know it's this one because it's bent a little. It ended up at the top of the deck. I swear to God. For Patrick, please. Best and highest message for Patrick. Oh my God, y'all, it's too funny. I can't. Cannot. What is that? Like what is that? They were like half coming out, half not. What's happening? Okay. 999. Not bad. It's my phone number. Fulfillment. Visualize what's next. The cycle you've been carrying out is reaching fulfillment. You are at the finish line of your goals, and it's time to start leveling up to visualize some new ones. What can you do to tie up loose ends? Explore this question while in quiet reflection. I'm 999 by Rancid stuck in my head now, if anybody knows that song. Dial 999 if you really want the truth. No? There's a couple that fell on the floor, so I'm going to consider them relevant for you, Patrick. 555, major change. Get your mindset right for what's to come. Your angels are alerting you to new energy coming your way. Change can be seen as a negative thing, but with the right mindset and the right alignment to your goals, it's actually your angel's way of readjusting your life to fit your desires. Life will look different when you get what you want. Take a shower or bath using water, which is part of our ritual tonight, to purify your mind and body and promote your mental alignment with the great things that are on their way to you. And you got 451, which is advice. Signs are everywhere. This is an alert from your angels. They are around you with strong messages. as how to proceed in a tricky situation, and they will use anything they can to reach you. Your angels can be crafty. Beastie Boys, anyone? She's crafty. So prepare to be surprised. Repetition is their favorite way to hit a message home. Draw another card while asking for more specific advice. Well, we don't have to because it's right fucking here and here because they also flipped out when I was getting your message. 435, it says goodbye. The chapter is ended. Something in your life is over. This is poignant. The present moment requires you to say goodbye. It's okay to be sad, to mourn what was. Your angels hold you at this time. Repeat this mantra. I feel like this is relevant for anybody listening, by the way. Repeat this mantra a few times until it begins to sink in. I allow myself to heal at my own pace. I allow myself to heal at my own pace. I allow myself to heal at my own pace. I felt that. 227, befriend fear. 227. It's a very significant day in my life. Befriend fear. You are stronger than your fears. Fear is not an indication of success or failure. It just exists within you. Your angel's message is this. As you manifest your goals and dreams, consider where fear creeps in and limits you. It's not going anywhere, so it's time to make friends with your fear. Reflect presently on how your fear could become a friend. 227. Anybody remember that old show, 227, where they would sit on the stoop and the ladies would chat and like people watch? I was just talking about that on 227 because 227 was a very significant day in my life once. Anyway, who's ready for a ritual? Are we ready? Okay. So write your intentions. You don't have to do this right now, but this is what you're going to do. Write 3 intentions at least that are manifesting, not that you're trying to manifest, that are manifesting, right? Because we live it like we already have it in your life. And take your glass of water. I chose to use my Margie, my grandmother's fancy champagne glasses because they're just so pretty. With a little bit of water. Um, listen, I don't make the rules, dude. And I want you to put your hands around it, right? Hold the glass with both hands and know that your energy is charging this water. And I want you to look at it. Just visually stare at this water in your cup and watch how it changes. Okay, so like this is just water. I spilled a little there, but it's just water. Okay, but when I'm done, I promise you it's going to look different. Just visualize your energy transferring from your hands into the water. It's charging the water. So if you want to and if it feels aligned to you, you can draw a pentagram on the water, just over it to empower it with all of the elements. And then, like I said, just kind of observe the changes. I always picture it like Jello. When you first start making Jello, right? It's super loose and liquidy, right? Thin. And then it sort of becomes denser, more like it's thicker, it's more viscous, right? Um, Whenever I do this practice to get in touch with the element of water, my water always ends up looking more like a Jello jiggler. Remember those? In the end. So it's just thicker. You see how it moves now? Like it looks like it's becoming more of a solid form. It's not so loose. I hope that makes sense. I do not. I think they're gross. No, not a Jello shot girl. Patrick can back me up on that. So charge your water with your energy. Watch how your personal power, your magic changes the state of that water, right? Know that you've enhanced it, right? And you've put your magic into it. And now you're going to take your intentions. If you need to fold them, that's fine. Fold them towards you because you're drawing them in. And you know how I am about numbers. Do it 3 times, 6 times, or 9 times. And put those intentions in your water. Now you're going to let them sit there because we're doing this a couple days early until the night of the new moon. And then your water with your intentions inside of it is going to go. Um, yes, exactly. Ow, that actually hurts. Is it just me or did this necklace just start glowing? Does my necklace look different all of a sudden, like super blue or something? Teal? It's not. But I swear, as soon as I started charging that water, I just looked at myself and this necklace is glowing and it's really blue. Tell me if y'all see that. Because it's obsidian. It is not blue, but it looks friggin' tealy blue. Okay. Um, you're going to take this water with your intentions inside of it, outside on the new moon. Yes. Okay. You saw it. I'm glad I'm not crazy. And let the new moon finish, right? Taking your intentions and blowing them out through the universe and amplifying them and supporting them all coming in towards you. Okay. I know that's crazy. Is that not crazy? I got to go back and watch this now and see when it happened. But this is so friggin' blue all of a sudden. I can't. You'll see it. That's flippin' nuts. I can't. It's okay. It happened. I'm so glad you were here to see it. I hope that this resonated for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the ritual and your angel numbers. Um, please listen to your intuition. Stay focused on your dreams. You're getting so many messages and downloads in your dreams right now. Keep that notebook and pen right next to your bed. And the moment you wake up, just start writing something. And always ask your angels before you fall asleep at night to remember the messages that your guides and angels and spirit are trying to deliver to you that way. Trust your intuition. Don't let anything hold you back, especially fear or expectations of others. Um, Remember, someone has their eye on you, maybe a little jealous, and just embrace adventure right now. Okay. Thank you. You too. Embrace adventure. Okay. I love y'all so flippin' much. And I will see you soon. We got to talk about solstice. It's coming up on the 21st. So we'll do something for that. Um, yeah, I'll see you guys. I love you. Thank you for supporting me. Please share this when it posts too, so that other people can find it if they need it. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. All right. Yeah. Hamza all day. I love you guys. Good night.